Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost Premium Meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium.
Welcome, everybody, to Oil City Stadium. I'm James Chalice. Alongside me is Seth Berquist for some baseball today. The Hammond Vikings taking on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. And this is going to be a pretty good matchup today as Hammond won their last game against the Generals. The last game that I've watched them play, they ended up winning 9-1.
That's a big win.
The Oilmen, on the other hand, their last game got rained out.
We were still
in
the
the
lead,
middle
though.
of the game.
Bottom 4, and we were winning.
Score was 5-2.
Yeah. But it's exciting baseball today. Hammond is a team with a lot of hunger, and I could see it in them. They're sitting pretty at second place right now. Elkhart's starting to creep up on them a little bit. But even then, being in second place, they're only 7 games back to the Northwest Indiana Oilmen, a team that has just been completely unstoppable. 16 wins out of their 20 games so far. It's just, they're the team to beat.
Well, yeah, pulling away from the Oilmen, if you just look, the Hammond Vikings are 7 games back. Elkhart is 7.5, and the Griffith Generals are only 9.5 games back. And it is comeback season for them. I'm going to put that out there right now. We were talking about it before the show, and I just got to throw that back out there.
Oh, man, you're one of the craziest people I have ever met in my life, James. We're going to turn it over to the field here. Defensive alignment for the Oilmen from left to right, Thomas, Upperman, and Lim. Third to first, Hockman, Church, Nigro, and Garnica. Nate Brumfield behind the dish.
And Conniff's first pitch, he pops up into foul territory, and it will technically stay in play, but back at that fence, you run straight into the fence, you're not going to be playing for the rest of the game. So
I think it also landed in a backpack out there. In fact,
really,
the bullpen guys down there landed in a backpack.
Out.
I mean, you might as well. The man on the mound for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen is Noah Chapo. This is only his second appearance in his first start.
Second pitch slides out of the way.
Chapo, 2 innings pitched in his first appearance, giving up 2 hits and no runs.
And it might have hit the ump there. And that would hurt. If it did hit him in the hand, hit him in the finger, that would hurt. A coach for the high school that I went to ended up breaking his finger trying to catch a foul ball. Third pitch is popped up and out of play to move the count to a 1-2. And it's nice to see Conniff lead off. Like, going into the games, you and I, we were in Hammond the one day. Conniff was there super early as he misjudged the day, and that's a punch-out right there on Conniff. So even with the leadoff, can't get a hit there. And Chapo gets his first strikeout of the game.
Yeah, Chapo out of Denison University is a Wilmette, Illinois native. His 2 innings pitched coming before this game. He only recorded 1 strikeout, but 2 hits, no earned runs.
Well, now's the time to get those strikeouts, as the first pitch against Joe Coffey is a swing and a miss.
Chapo's got a pretty deep arsenal here. 2-seam, slider, curve, changeup, and a 4-seam sitting in the back pocket.
Count now moves to 0-2. That's an impressive arsenal to have right there.
Using 2 different fastballs, using the 2-seam a lot more often, but the 4-seam just on special occasions can be pretty dangerous.
Pitches outside for a 1-2 count. But no, that is a very impressive arsenal to have as this ball is lifted up and it's dropped into a dead zone for a blooper, and that will be a single for Joe Coffey on his first at-bat of the ball game. So not enough to freak out about. The game just started, 1 out, 1 runner on, and Breck Baranowski.
There you go.
Okay. Up at the dish.
Yeah.
On the scorecard, it kind of looks like an R. And he takes first one for a strike 1.
Baranowski's pretty dangerous, leading the league in average right now with 5 hundo. Nope, I lied.
And now it moves to an 0-2 count.
Okay, he's still nasty.
And it's surprising if Chapo does not have as many strikeouts as I would assume, because with that deep of an arsenal and with starting off this game, he's consistently getting to 0-2 counts. And now he gets him to the 0-3 to punch him out there swinging. So now he has 2 strikeouts, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that more than he had inside his other 2 innings?
Yep.
So that's
the efficiency's here. The efficiency is it's time.
I mean, I know these guys, they're better than I am at batting, but all you have to do to throw towards me is just throw a slider towards me. I'm not hitting it. Checks back first. Not in time.
Corley up at the dish now.
Corley, a pretty good third baseman. Had a double in his last game to drive in 2 runs as he fouls this one back and out of play. Luckily, I don't park on the street. I park across from the street in the small little parking lot. I don't want my car getting hit by a ball.
Absolutely not. And, this isn't the worst field in the league for that, though. If you go out to Elkhart, no car is safe out there.
Ball taken inside for a 1-1 count. Well, actually, in Highland, when I was at a game, it was the game where I was inside the dugout with the team, a car's back windshield got shattered from a foul ball.
That's rough. That's a bad day. Corley's batting a perfect third so far, 10 for 30.
puts this one into play. It might go foul, but still playable. Underneath it is the right fielder Lim to make the grab, and that ends the side. So when we come back, we'll see if the Oilmen can put runs on the board on the Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Welcome back here at Oil City Stadium. And it's time for Oilman Bats here. And Seth, why don't you give us that beautiful defensive alignment that the Hammond Vikings have brought to this game?
Yeah, so the usual Alex Krass out there in left field, center field Norwine, right field Breck Baranowski, usually a left fielder, taking right field today. From third to first is Corley Conniff, Washington, and Coffee. Behind the dish is Damon Brenna. The man on the mound in his first appearance here for the Hammond Vikings is Andrew Krass, who I can only assume is the brother of the left fielder Alex.
Yeah, I haven't heard that last name before, so I wouldn't say it's all that common. Surprising today, they have Dowd at DH. The Vikings do. Usually he's sitting inside that left field spot. First pitch that Krass, is high.
Nick Upperman up at the dish, second in the league in batting average with a .403. There are only 4 hitters in the league right now at .400 or higher, and 2 of them are Northwest Indiana Oilmen.
Second pitch is taken outside for a 2-0 count. Well, I feel like even though he's second, he has the most impressive batting average simply because I'm fairly confident out of everybody that is in the top 10 for batting average, he has the most plate appearances and or at-bats.
Probably. I mean, he's also second in the league in RBI. He's first in the league in hits.
Exactly.
But the stat that stands out to me the most is the league leader.
I do that all the time.
In home runs.
And that's going to be no at-bat for him as he takes a walk on his first plate appearance in 4 pitches. So it kind of helps your OBP when you don't even need to swing at a pitch to get on base.
This brings up the D1 Kamari Thomas out of Michigan State University. Thomas, very impressive, 4th in the league in quality at bats. I mean, he's all over the spread just like a bunch of other people on this Oilman team. He's tied for 4th in the league in RBI.
And he has great fielding outside left field. Check back to first, won't be in time. But he's a great left fielder. It seems like nothing can get away from him. He's having a very good game in his last outing yesterday. However, none of those stats apply as the game got canceled midway through. Upperman goes to take off, and he will be safe as no throw will be made towards second base.
Yep, stolen base is brought to you by BP. For maximum speed and efficiency, look to BP and Whiting, an energy company with a purpose. And Nick Upperman, the league leader in stolen bases. That should be number 15 on the year.
Really? So ball taken inside, move the count to 2-0, and it's You tend to see that a lot. Right when a runner goes to take off, a ball is like it's never really a strike. It's usually always a ball, as that will be a strike.
It's because they're watching for that runner to take off. I feel like the pitch is always intentionally going to be outside, giving your catcher more time to pop up and make the throw down.
Yeah. Usually you're just trying to get it to the plate in enough time. This ball put inside play over towards left field in his brother Cross, who's able to make the grab. So I won't say bailed out as that ball was in foul territory. However, got an out on the board, brother to brother right there.
Yeah, Kamari Thomas just in the month of July has started to slow down a little bit. He comes into this game in the month of July batting .250, which is a little bit lower than what we're used to seeing from him.
Well, that's still not bad.
That's still not bad, but I mean, when you have the month of June going like 300.
First pitch taken outside for a ball.
This is Drew Church, the D1 shortstop, just took an offer from Eastern Illinois University in the OVC.
Second pitch is swung on and missed.
I had to yell at him a little bit for the two of us there, James, because he had an offer from Indiana State.
I mean, I can't blame him for not wanting to go to ISU.
Well, I asked him why he wouldn't come here, and he said money.
Really?
So,
well, I mean, NIL deals.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Eastern Illinois has much more NIL money to throw than ISU does.
Most definitely. I'm pretty sure ISU, for just their entire football program, they have like I don't want to say $13 million to pay. It's either $3 million or $13 million, but either way, it's not a lot of money for a huge roster. I can only imagine what their baseball team is like. 2-2 count, and Crass falls off the mound. He's a little bit shaken up, but able to regain it. And the slip of the foot causes him to throw a ball to move the count towards full.
It was a good block by Brenna behind the plate. Got to give him props. Drew Church, 313 on the year. Just out of high school, getting that big D1 offer. I'm curious to see if he gets any big transfers.
Gets punched out right there. I mean, being on the Oilmen straight out of high school is a very impressive feat to have.
It is. And you see the kind of hitters that we have on this Oilmen team, and for Drew to just be going pitch for pitch with these guys is very impressive. But now you get Cole Hockman to the dish, who's 373 on the year.
Doesn't swing at the first one as he takes it on the outside bottom corner. Beautiful paint by the catcher as this one is high. Can't paint that one. Kind of moves to 1-1.
Cole Hockman, a Northern League vet. Last year he played for the Griffith Generals.
My dear team. And Upperman goes to take off towards third. The throw will be made, but bobbled and dropped. He would have been there anyway.
Stolen bases. Guess who they're brought to you by? BP. For maximum speed and efficiency, look to BP in Whiting, an energy company with a purpose.
And first pitch is taken high.
That is ball 3, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, where I'm sitting, I can't see the count on the scoreboard.
I have Game Changer right here.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that. Thank you, Seth. This ball driven into fair territory down the middle, and that will score Upperman on an RBI single by Hockman. So keeping up with that momentum that he had in his previous outing, even though none of those go towards the scoreboard.
Yeah, now we go to a player who's been Northern League Player of the Week before. We're going to Luis Termero. Was always comfortable in that DH spot. I love seeing him in the DH spot. Arguably, he bats better as a DH than when he's catching.
Really?
Currently has 21 RBIs, the top of the league.
That's a good take on an outside ball. Count is 1-0. 2 outs on the board. Hockman on first.
Luis Tremero has 4 2-out RBIs.
This ball is driven foul and barehanded grabbed.
A very excited crowd and dugout for that one. Good grab by head coach Mike Caston. That's why he's batting .500 on the year.
I mean, he has those baseball instincts. The 1-1. Runner goes to take off to go. Washington can't apply the tag as the ball gets past him right there. So that's another stolen base brought to you by guess who?
BP for maximum speed and efficiency. Look to BP and Whiting, an energy company with a purpose. 3 in 1 inning in the first inning.
So they're starting off hot. Because of 2 stolen bases by Upperman, he was able to score on a ball driven straight up to the center fielder. As that is a great pitch there. A little bit of disagreement with the call.
With runners in scoring position, Tremero is .379.
That's a great average.
And his standard average is .377.
Scoreboard reads 2s. The 2-2 is driven up and out of play. So count still remains 2-2. 2 outs, runner on second. A lot of 2s.
Hockman's got good speed. If you just bloop one out into the outfield, he's gonna score easy.
Check back to second, had no one there, and caused him to take his mind off of the batter real quick, and now he throws a ball to move the count towards full.
You know, a lot of these pitchers nowadays, they want to keep the ball in the mid as long as possible, try and stop the batter from being able to see what pitch is coming in. He lets that arm out real early.
And he wears that one right there. I don't know if that was really a pitch where you'd want to wear. It's clearly a ball on a full count. However, wears it anyway and gets on first nevertheless.
You know, it's coming in slow on an off speed. Yeah, he knew it wasn't going to hurt much. He's got the elbow guard on if it nicks him in the wrong spot. Now we go to Andrew Lim. We don't see a lot of Andrew Lim. I always get excited when he's around. But this is his 7th game played, currently batting .231, and he's a pretty solid right fielder.
He is 1 for 1 on the day in the field, which is very nice.
And they got him on a block.
I didn't even notice that at first. And he signals that the count is 1-0. And a balk is always one of the most confusing things. I know you and I have had this conversation before. A balk for a catcher, as there's going to be mound meeting here as Coach Gray comes out. But you know, you and I were talking about a balk. There's no definition for a balk.
Well,
like
sometimes there is. So the number one way to know if something is a balk is if you start pitching and then you stop. As soon as you start your motion, you have to finish it all the way through. And that's kind of what happened there, was he was in the middle of his pitching motion and went to go look down at Hockman at second and stopped his motion because it looked like Hockman was going to make a good jump. And he kept looking back at second mid-motion over and over again so far in this inning. So I think Hockman knew if he made just the right kind of jump, he was gonna catch Crass.
Well, that's that headspace situations that I've been talking about, where just even if you can't steal, hop off that bat, get inside his head, take his mind off of the batter for just a split second, because all that throw needs to be is a little bit off. This ball lifted up and out of play. But that's all you need. You just need him to take his mind off of the batter slightly. Throw that pitch slightly high, low, inside, outside, and you have yourself a ball and a man potentially on base. Count is 1-1.
Runners in scoring position. Lim's batting .333.
Yes, 2 of them there as he pops this one in. It will go out of play, and the kid not able to make the grab. Well, in the kids' defenses, there were 2 of them.
There were 2 of them. They were fighting
for
the grab.
Same ball.
They were fighting for a grab. Looking at 29 pitches here in the bottom of the first inning. And that'll be number 30.
Yeah, they're chewing out his arm very nice as the count now goes to 2-2. And the reason why they've been able to is they're either getting hits, walks, or if you're like Tamara, you get on base by being hit by a full count. This ball stays fair straight down the line to the first baseman, and that will record the third out to end the inning. So after one, score is 1-0 with the Oilmen leading. See if the Hammond Vikings can respond on the Region Sports Network.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Welcome back here in Whiting, Indiana, Oil City Stadium. Score right now is 1-0. I'm James Chalice. Alongside me is Seth Berquist for this great game. Beautiful day outside.
It's a beautiful game, and we're looking to have a little bit of rain. Maybe about an hour from now, it might start trickling in. We've got those cameras covered with garbage bags, so we're ready for a little bit of some rainy baseball.
Hopefully it doesn't nearly torrential downpour, which it did on my way back to my house. I actually had to roll down my window because my defroster's broken and the windshield all fogged up. So I had to roll down the window, and it was pouring on my arm.
Oh, that's rough. Mark your calendars for July 19th. Oil City Stadium is hosting Swifty Night and Bark in the Park. Put on your favorite Arrows outfit and sing your heart out while you pick up a free Oilman bandana for your dog, all while enjoying a game of Oilman baseball.
Yeah, it's also the day after my birthday. Just so you can remember to get your favorite fellow announcer a gift. Right, Seth?
Sure. It's not like I'm the voice of the Oilmen or anything. That's fine.
Count moves to 1-1. I mean, you might be the voice of the Oilmen, but I'm the voice of the best team in the league, Griffith Generals.
Yes, the last place Griffith Generals.
This ball is driven on the right side and foul.
Jovi's clout chasing.
It's a very Jovi-like thing to do. And he's got him there on the strikeout, and that makes it 3 now for him.
3 Ks.
And before the game, I asked you if Oilmen were going to have about 9 strikeouts, and you said, yeah, I think so. So
we, here in the press box, we like to open up 1 or 2 fake betting lines, and we debate before the game. This is Matthew Washington up at the dish, by the way. And the Oilmen strikeouts, when they're defensive strikeouts, we put it plus or minus 8.5. I took the over on that because
I took the over.
I was worried. Honestly, I was worried Chapo wasn't going to be able to hold it.
This ball is lifted, and that will be another hit. And before the game, I was discussing Washington. I told you Washington was good. Makes a good decision as the ball is fumbled in the outfield, but he stays at first.
And that's our second hit. So I was worried about Chapo not being able to really get those Ks or maybe work very efficiently because I've only seen him as a reliever up until this point.
In only 2 innings.
In only 2 innings. So I have no idea what the kid's capable of. It was hard for me to take the over on it. But knowing the kind of deep relief we have coming into this game, I think we're going to be okay. We also have plus or minus 20.5 total hits between both teams.
There's one inside.
Right
and
now
nice stop by Brenna.
Right now we're at 3.
Still a lot of game left. Going for each of the odds that we have Oilmen walks at the same time, which there's only 1 inside this game so far, which I believe I took the under on. And for hits, I know for a fact I took the under. Swings and misses right there to move the count to 1-1.
Yeah, Oilman walks, we have over under 7.5. I took the under on that one. And we have 2.5 Upperman hits. Nick Upperman hits. He took a walk his first time up.
Check back to first. Won't be in time.
It's hard with these betting lines because you know there's a possibility of a rain out probably around the 5th. So we might only see 5 or 6 innings. But you also have to consider the deep Oilman hitting that we have today. We pretty much have our full stacked lineup. Missing Aiden Nohava, which is, it always sucks when we have him around. There's usually a ball that's about to leave the yard. But also we took into consideration Hammond Vikings pitching today, not up to
the Oilman standards.
Correct.
Count on 1-2. Pitch is thrown and put in play over to Church. The throw to second is there, and the throw to first got him on the double play to end the side.
That's a Midwest Orthopedics double play. To be your best, see the best.
And we're going to take a quick break and see if the Oilmen can put on more insurance runs when we come back on the Regions.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it.
Welcome back here in Whiting, Indiana. Backdrop at the BP right in front of us as the score is 1-0 with 3 hits on the day, 0 errors. Pretty good fielding today, even though, I can't even say even though there is 1 score in this game, that 1 run coming in as Nick Upperman crossed the plate on a Hockman RBI.
Yeah, I mean, the run is earned, and Alex Krass had 31 pitches in the first inning. And your reliever for the Vikings, well, you technically have 2. You have Anthony Mangano and you have Eddie Quicho. Mangano against this Oilman team tends to be pretty efficient. He seems to shut down, especially the bottom half of this Oilman lineup. But I don't know who their first go-to is going to be. And if they go with Eddie Quicho, he's pitched multiple home runs to this Oilman team.
If I am Coach Dre, I'm going to put Mangano in as a closer and try to have my bats speak for the team.
Yep.
And try to retake that lead.
And, you know, the Hammond is getting the hits, too. They're getting 1 hit an inning so far, which...
It's also, I feel like it's better if you put in Quicho first, and if Quicho's doing bad, you take him out and you put Mangano in, versus you put Mangano in straight after, and when his arm starts to wear out, then if you put Quicho in and he has a terrible game, you can't sub him out for
the game's
anyone.
too far out, yeah.
This ball put inside play. It could fall, but chasing after it is and Baranowski, and he makes the grab to record the first out.
Yeah, that was Nate Brumfield behind the dish there. Now we turn over to the first baseman, Gavin Garnica.
And I do like the spreadsheet that you have in front of you. When I tend to do games, I tend to do the games on the fly, but you got the entire stat sheet and college sheet in front of you.
Yeah, Gavin Garnica is currently in the portal for anybody that's looking for a good infielder. He could play pretty much anywhere in the infield.
He takes the first ball for a 1-0.
He's also batting .235 so far on the year, 8 for 34.
Makes contact with this one. He goes fouling out of play. And what night is it out here?
Karaoke night tonight.
It's karaoke night. Great eye right there. Takes it outside for a ball 2. Now, I remember our PA announcer, Jovi Savalio, was talking about how, you know, one of his hidden talents is to sing. On the first day of work.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a hidden talent.
And countdown moves to 2-2. Well, I mean, when we were introducing ourselves to the social media team, they asked for a hidden talent, and Jovi goes, "Oh, well, singing."
Yeah, I've only toured the country with my voice. I
want to hear him on karaoke night tonight in the 7th inning stretch as this ball is driven straight over towards Baranowski. That makes another grab, so he's 2 for 2 on the inning, 4 outs.
Baranowski having a good one out there in right. Joey Savalio will sing the 7th inning stretch, as he always does.
I mean, there's nothing like it, though.
That's true.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give that little shout-out to Jovi Savalio for his great 7th inning stretch performances.
Sam Nigro in his 10th game as an Oilman today. Out of Colby College.
And he takes the first one for a strike as it finds the zone. And for, you know, somebody like me, I don't always come to the games, takes it for a strike too. I don't always come to these games as I'm the voice of the Griffith Generals. I know Nigro's name. So that's just saying something right there. If I know his name, he has to be doing something right on the year. 0-2 count. Ball is outside. Easy take for him right there. Move the count to a 1-2.
Now, you know, well, the OBP is a perfect 500. That's pretty high OBP.
Yeah. What's his batting average on the year?
I mean, he's 1 for 9. Well,
now he goes 1 for 10 with the punch out right there. Can't get on base how he usually does, and that ends the inning. Score remains 1-0 after 2 on the Region Sports Network.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
1-0 game back here in Whiting, Indiana, just southeast of Chicago. And it's like mini Chicago over here.
James, I have a legend for you to hear. Very long tale that we like to tell here at Oil City Stadium. A wise man once said, you need 3 things to make a sandwich.
Scared me for a second.
2 of them are bread, and 1 of them should be Lando Frost lunch meat. Wholesome and affordable, their premium sliced meats mix perfectly with fresh ingredients. Pick some up at your local grocery store today. The 3rd inning of Oilman Baseball is brought to you by our good friends at Lando Frost.
You had me scared. I thought that you were going to say somebody like ran into the left field wall and had like an aneurysm. Their ghost haunts it till this day. Kicks, fires. Taken for a ball.
It's Bryce Dowd down there, and Dowd's a dangerous hitter.
I'm surprised to not see Dowd inside left today.
He's got 6 RBIs in his 13 games.
And he ropes this one, but it goes foul. Yeah, I'm surprised to not see him inside left field, as he usually plays there. That's usually his home. But sitting at that DH spot today, I wonder if Coach Dre was just going to give him a break onto the day.
Well, let's see if he can really pull something together here in the DH spot.
Great strike there as it moves a lot to find the zone. And moves the count to 1-2. This pitch will be low, in between the catcher's legs and taken for a ball. The pitch speed now says that the pitch is 126 miles an hour. As fastball is hacked off and it goes out.
Foul ball almost hit Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott over there.
The pitch speed and timer
oh my gosh, it's still
going
they're climbing together.
They're climbing at the same time. Pitch speed at 146. Ball gets away from him and it's a 3-0 count, or 3-2 count, excuse me. And he's throwing 154 miles an hour. Colleges, if you're looking for a guy, this is your guy right here.
What's happening? No, it's not.
Now it's at 105. Still great. 109, still fantastic. Keeps on climbing, but can't find the zone with 150-mile-an-hour pitches.
What's happening?
And that will be a ball right there.
Because it's counting with the timer.
Just a little glitch in the scoreboard, I take it. Let's just see how high it can go. A little scoreboard bug. This ball is grabbed by the catcher. The throw to first got him in time.
Midwest Orthopedics double play. Nate Brumfield. To be your best, see the best.
Those are the best types of double plays to have. As not a lot of throws are required to be made. There's only one right there. Nate Brumfield with a great heads-up play, grabbing that ball, throwing it to first, making a grab, two outs in this inning.
Bring up top of the order. It's Henrik Conant, who's already over the one today with a strikeout.
It kind of takes sometimes a little bit longer to develop inside this game. The last game that he played, he roped one out, as this one is foul. We're going out to right field on a line drive quite late into the game. However, his team was already up 9-1 at that point. Count is 0-2 with 2 outs on the board. This pitch can't find the zone, just outside. And I think we found the max because now it says comma 51. So I don't think it can go up to 200. Which would make sense as he hits this one. And it will be another heads-up play that's thrown to first in time. So great heads-up plays, and I believe that that's all 3 outs recorded by just one man in Nate Brumfield. That's enough to turn over the sides like it's 1-2-3 here in Oil City Stadium. Come back for some more baseball on the Region Sports Network.
Wait! Let me help. Lando Frost. Premium meat. Delicious. And no byproducts.
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make a smart choice. Land Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
Great Brumfield performance gets us here, as I get a little bit choppy in my throat, gets us here in the bottom of the third. And now Nick Upperman, the top of the lineup, to take the plate once again. Score right now is 1-0.
Yeah, seeing the whole lineup in 2 innings is not typically what you want to see if you're the Hammond Vikings. Crass was a little bit more efficient there in the second, but he's still at 42 pitches through 2 innings, which is about double what you want to sit at comfortably.
These teams still sitting at it pretty even, as it's 2 hits to 1. And the glitch on the scoreboard has been figured out.
He just started running the timer. That's all that happened.
That pitch thrown outside. But it's very weird for the timer to be hit, and it picks up the pitch speed, too.
Well, because there's not a radar out there, so I'm pretty sure the pitch speed just, like, auto just ran, like, the timer. But also, like, the first 2 digits of the pitch speed are broken.
Count now moves to 3-0. Well, I mean, either way, I'm walking back to the dugout, and I'm going, well, I just pitched 156 miles an hour. If you don't believe me, it's right up there on the scoreboard.
You know, I took Upperman at minus 2.5 hits so far today, and his first 2 at-bats are walks.
I mean, if you look at the line that we made, you said minus, I said minus, both our PA announcer, Jovi Savalio, and our producer, Robert Cassiano, said plus.
Full government name that. That's gross. Kamari Thomas is back at the plate. He flew out in foul territory way down the left field line his first time up.
And this is going to be on the outside. Taken for a strike. Very nice pitch right there.
Nathan Nix really had to think about that strike call behind the plate.
Usually calls great games. I won't even say usually. I'd say always calls a great game.
Check
back to first.
One of the better umpires here in this Northern League.
And getting set is Crass. Kicks, fires. This ball popped up over our heads. It's going to go over the bleachers.
Lights finally kicking on here at Oil City as the sun has pretty much disappeared. So now the lights are finally getting themselves warmed up, and we won't have to take a pause for lighting, which we can't really afford any pauses. We're trying to beat some weather.
And this ball is driven over to left field, and the grab is made. Brother to brother once more. Now we'll record the first out of the bottom of the third.
Surprised Upperman hasn't taken off for a second yet. He already has 2 stolen bases on the day. But right now we go to Drew Church, the D1 shortstop. Struck out swinging his first time up.
Maybe Upperman's stolen bases should have been the line.
Yeah. Oh, they caught him stealing.
The throw to second will be not in time.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's a BP stolen base. For maximum speed and efficiency, look to BP and Whiting, an energy company with a purpose.
Seth, can I be frank with you right now?
He was out.
Even though my name is James, I'm going to be frank with you right now.
He was out.
He was out there at second.
He was
and
out.
I think that the umpire was going to call him out, and he sat there and he went, no, I'm just going to call him safe.
Jeff Nix out there.
He was out, most definitely. And he was even surprised with it because he knew he was out. He was caught by Washington. However, according to the umpires and their say goes, reached second safely.
Hey, I just saw this. Upperman's showing signs. Upperman's stealing signs about out there at second.
Yeah,
he's giving clear signals what pitches are coming in.
I would say try to get it where he can't go to second. He goes to third, however. And that giveaway goes straight over to Washington. They throw to first is in time. However, Upperman moves back to third. And the last time he was on third with 2 outs on the board, do you know what happened, Seth?
He scored.
He scored off of an RBI single by
with
Cole
2
Hoffman.
outs.
That's what I said. 2 outs on the board on third. And you know who drove him in? Cole Hoffman, who is up to bat right now.
Yeah, had a nice little single just right up the middle. Nice little slow roller getting the job done.
We'll see if he can repeat that right here. As Krass gets set. And it's a swing and a miss. Nice swing there. It all flowed in one very nice motion.
And Drew Church probably beating himself up after that ground out. But honestly, all things considered, it was he made really good contact.
Half swing. He does go around, so he gets him on the sword right there. However, doesn't strike him out with it, as the count is only 0-2.
Cole Hockman out of John Carroll University.
And pitches taken high outside.
Hard to take a pitch like that when you're in an 0-2 count with 2 outs. A lot of people just want to foul that one off, but Hockman's seen that one really well.
Anything that's near the zone, you don't want to risk it being a strike, and that is definitely not a strike as it's in the opposite batter's box. And those batter boxes, I just noticed it right now, those batter boxes aren't very well painted today.
Well, they were at the start, but I think the dirt might be a little extra soft today.
Another pitch taken outside to move the count back to full, and that would make 57 pitches for Krass.
That's a lot of pitches. 15 just in this inning.
So Oilmen, even if they only have 1 run on the day, as this one is driven straight back to Krass to end the inning, they're chewing up his arm. Back down like 1, 2, 3. We're seeing a pitching duel over here in Oil City Stadium. Check in for more baseball after this quick break on the Region Sports Network.
All right, I've got something.
Guys are crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
And welcome back here in Whiting, Indiana. After the Brumfield inning, recording all 3 of the outs. Well, technically not all 3 of the outs, as it was the first 2 Brumfield to Garnica, but I'm still going to give both of those heads-up plays to Brumfield. And great inning by him. We'll see what he can do fielding now.
And as we come back, get ready for a night of community, culture, and great baseball. The Oilmen are hosting Polish Heritage Night on July 23rd, bringing the rich traditions, vibrant music, and delicious flavors of Poland. Bring your family and friends to Polish Heritage Night at Oil City Stadium, July 23rd.
And I'm going to check my schedule real quick because I do like I like food in general, but I also like Polish food.
Pierogies are coming. Pierogies are coming. We're going to go to coffee now. Coffee's 1 for 1.
And this ball lifted up on the first pitch that he sees, and it will be grabbed by Nigro. I thought that he was going to go 2 for 2. However, sitting at 500 is not that terrible, but he will be retired there.
Nigro had to go deep out into right center for that one. I'm surprised he felt comfortable enough to leave his position all the way out there. But now I go to Breck Barnoski, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Well, luckily for you and I, Seth, you and I will be calling a game together here on July 23rd, unless I go out to Hammond.
Yeah, I think you have to go out to Hammond.
And that ball will be taken for a strike. 1 out, no runners on. Count now moves to 1-1.
Baranowski came into this game batting .500.
Count now moves to 2-1.
He's currently 6 for 13 now.
That's still a great number. Just under that 500 mark. And the 2-1 is popped back to move to a 2-2.
And the thing about Baranowski is that the hits are still powerful, like consistently powerful, and he's always making contact. A lot of these hitters you only see.
Doesn't make contact with that one there as he swings and misses to sit him down. That is 2 outs now. And I believe, is that the 5th strikeout?
That's
or
the 4th K for
so
Chapo.
4th strikeout. And we're almost already halfway to that line. So maybe Robbie and Jovi are sweating a little bit as that line looks like.
Although I'm sweating on the total hit count because I didn't expect the defensive matchup.
I'm not sweating on the total hit count because I took the under on it.
Yeah, I took the over on the 20.5 hits.
Oh, Jovi Savalio thought that I was saying how many times are the Oilmen going to strike out batting, not strike out pitching. I don't believe Jovi Savalio. Anyone bet, I think he's just trying to get out of the line. No, they're just prop bets. They're not actual money bets. This ball is driven over to center field. Chasing after it is Upperman, and he does not make the grab.
That's an E8.
And that will be an error on Upperman as Corley takes second. Now, did you still give him the single on it?
No.
Okay.
If he would have caught it, he would have been out.
Because I thought that when you did that, you clicked because you're running Game Changer. It looked like he just stopped at first, and then you moved him over to second.
Yeah, Upperman just looked like he had some weird footing there.
Well, he had to pursue it super fast, and only so much that you can do.
You know, that first step as soon as a ball is hit matters more than pretty much any other step on the way to the ball. And all of the Golden Glovers you see in the MLB, first thing they do when they see a hit is they get their feet even and then think about their first step to the ball.
Do you know who is my favorite Golden Glover?
Who's your favorite Golden Glover?
Brenton Doyle.
Oh, man. I didn't even know Doyle was a Golden Glover.
Yeah, Brenton Doyle's he's a Golden Glover. He's a great fielder. He's a top 5 center fielder in the league for the Rockies, and I'm not even a Rockies fan. I don't know why I like Brenton Doyle so much, but the count is 1-1. Upperman actually kind of reminds me a lot of Doyle. It's taken outside. Moves the count to 2-1. He reminds me of Brenton Doyle mixed with Cody Bellinger.
All right. I could see that.
(2-1) is swung on and missed to move the count to 2-all.
Alex Kraft swinging at that pitch like his life depended on it. But, you know, Chapo's, both of his ton of movement pitches, the slider and the curveball, they're both just absolutely disgusting.
We'll see what he throws here as it is taken for a ball to move the count to full. So full count, set, 2 outs on the board. Pitches, and he steps out of the box. So won't go in the books as one, but still wears out his arm a little bit.
Yeah, physically that's a pitch. I mean, we're in the top of the 4th at 50 pitches here. The number still is pretty good for Chapo.
It's not bad at all. As he kicks, fires, and this ball is driven over towards the shortstop, Church. The throw to first is in time to turn over the side. So still a very good game so far by Chapo, but we'll see if the Oilmen bats can speak for the offense when we come back on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Bottom of the fourth already here in Oil City Stadium. Up to bat right now is Luis Tamero, who is 0 for 0 on the day after getting hit by a pitch.
Yeah, I've been saying this already, but Tamero in the DH spot is very, very comfortable.
I mean, designated hitter, and he gets hit by a pitch.
You know, your job as a DH isn't necessarily hits like the job might tell.
It's just to get on base.
OBP is the name of the game when you're a
Exactly.
designated hitter, especially when you're in a leadoff spot like here in the bottom of the fourth.
0-1 count. This ball popped up high, and chasing after it into the infield is the center fielder Norwine, who makes the grab. So before the game, I recall saying that I'm a little bit shaky on Norwine being inside center field. I don't know how he can play in that, but still covers a lot of ground to grab that ball.
That wasn't Norwine's ball. I don't know if he just called them off super early and just had to just land the bet he made, but
it's still impressive that he's able to make that
yeah, it was
grab.
impressive to make the catch, but that should have been Conniff's all day.
This ball hit back over towards Norwine. He's chasing after this one, too. He's waving off everybody, and he makes the grab, and that's now 2 outs.
Yeah, 3 pitches in, you got Termero, and then you got Lim. Now I got to go up to Brumfield, who's 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to right.
And he's just following up his great fielding inning.
Yeah, Kress starting to find some efficiency here after a slow first 3.
This ball is hammered straight over towards the left field wall. It's back, and it is out of here. See you later ball as Brumfield, after in the third, causing 3 outs, hits one over the left field wall. And that now moves the score to 2-0.
Nate Brumfield, I didn't know he had it in him.
Neither did I. I think that all came from that momentum from the third inning. Hits a home run right there. And that was absolutely amazing. That was gone right when I left the bat. We all knew it up here.
I stood up. I got hyped. And now we go up to Garnica. As soon as I said Crass was being efficient, I mean, he still technically is. He's only thrown 4 pitches on the inning.
So the color guy announcer's curse is what it is here.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Yeah, if no one knows, the announcer's curse hit me when I said, Brendan Smith can get a lot of momentum here. This ball hacked up over our heads. It's going to hit the top of the scoreboard potentially. No, it lands in the stands. But I remember saying, if Brendan Smith can get a strikeout here, it's going to be a very, very good momentum booster. Next pitch was crushed over that left field wall.
Luis Termero.
So both times that people have talked about pitchers being efficient, that ball has went over the left field wall. Our producer, Robbie, says this is going to be efficient, and it is as it flies over to Washington to end the inning. So after a solo moonshot over the left field wall, score is 2-0 here at Oil City Stadium on the Region Sports Network.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Here in Northwest Indiana, whether the game's heating up or the sun's going down, there's nothing quite like finding yourself in the right place with the right choice in hand. And for many of us, that choice is a cold Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. Please drink responsibly. It's Miller time. After that great shot by, and I'm blanking on the name now. Oh my goodness. Brumfield. I want to say Brenna. After
that's the Hammond catcher.
Yes. After Brumfield hit that ball over that left field wall, and that was gone right away. You said you stood up. If I stood up, that wouldn't turn out very well for me, as I have the back of the chair right in front of me. But either way, it is a new inning, and that's how the Hammond Vikings have to look at it after letting up a home run. Score is still only 2-0 in the top of the fifth. Up to bat right now is Washington.
Yeah, Matt Washington 1 for 1. Nice little single into left center.
Takes his first pitch for a 0-1 count.
Yeah, you think about the 8-pitch inning that Crash just had on the mound for the Vikings, and you say, hey, that's not bad. That's pretty efficient. And then you realize in one pitch he gave up a run.
Directly after you said he was efficient. So count is 1-1. Ball is driven over towards the second baseman, and the throw to first is in time. He's got him right there. So successfully, Nigro performs the 4-3 play. Is Hobbs Dunn at first?
Hobbs Dunn is at first base.
Oh, wow. And I like Hobbs Dunn.
I love
quite
Hobbs
a bit.
Dunn.
Dude, he's such a great guy.
He's batting .400 on the year.
So now up to bat is Brenna, the guy who I was thinking of when I wanted to think of Brumfield. The other catcher is up to bat. Count is 0-1. Robbie, our producer, is scarfing down a hot dog.
He is putting that hot dog down.
I mean, that's what we look like at breaks, though, if we have to eat.
Yeah, for real. If we're ever eating something in between innings, it's like, well, some people scarf.
0-2 count, got him right there. 3-pitch strikeout for Schiappa. Wow.
That's the 5th K for Schiappa, and
We're
he's
over
on his
halfway
way. He is on his way to 9.
I think that the hot dog would be fantastic. And
dude, Oil City Stadium hot dogs are no joke.
The man that made the hot dog, happy birthday to his son, Koa, who just turned 8. And for a little bit of a story time, his count is 0-1. A little bit of a story time. We got free hot dogs after a game.
We did.
Which was nice.
It was nice to just watch the field get absolutely put underwater, and we were just sitting here eating hot dogs, just taking it all in. It was a fun experience.
I don't know what Schiappa decided to eat before coming out here, but his last 5 pitches have been strikes. And this one is outside, just misses the zone.
Come on, James.
And it's a 1-2.
Come on, man. Bryce Dowd, no official AB yet. The DH walked his first time up.
This ball inside.
That slider moved. There's a high slider percentage for Schiappa.
I just noticed Schiappa was a left-handed, not a left fielder. There's this one hacked off. Would have been in the zone. Dowd stays alive on the 2-2. Ball low. Dow tries to make the grab, but maybe that's why they didn't put him in left field today. Count now moves to full. If you can't hear Joe Visavalio, he wants a strikeout here, even though he took under on the line. And that will be a strikeout there, so back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. The score is 2-0 and remains as such here in Oil City Stadium on the Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Back here for a 2-0 score in Oil City Stadium. It is currently the bottom of the 5th. We're making pretty good time on this game, and there is a new pitcher on the mound. Seth, tell us about Keecho.
Yeah, Eddie Keecho, number 14. This is going to be his 5th appearance. He's had 3 starts before this. He has an 0-2 record out on the mound. His 11 earned runs gives him an ERA of 6.243. 18 hits in those 12.1 innings, and the Oilmen just ruin this kid whenever he comes up in Oil City Stadium. So I'm curious to see if the streak is going to stay alive here, going with the 9-1-2 to get things kicked off for the Oilmen.
Well, Jovi Savalio and Robbie Castellano both saying dinger, 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 and that happened in the 4th after a Brumfield fly ball over that left field wall, and we'll see if they can recreate that. Up to bat right now is Sam Nigra. Takes first one for ball 1. Second pitch is driven. It might stay fair, and it does.
Oh!
It stays fair straight down that right field line.
Oh, come on.
Or did they call it foul?
Dude, Jeff.
Did they call that foul? Did he call that foul?
He called it foul. I'm actually stunned.
I saw grass blades in between the ball and the foul line.
I mean, it landed on the right side of the line, but I think it still landed on the line. Like, at least half of that ball, I'm pretty sure, touched that foul line.
Even if it's touching the line, it's...
I'm aware.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It's fair. Takes it for a strike.
I don't think there was grass. Like, I think it was on the outer half of the line, but it was on the line.
Either way, you and I are both agreeing it was a fair ball, and umps decided otherwise. And this ball will be taken as such. So count is full. Keecho kicks, fires, delivers straight back towards him, gloves it. The throw to first is low, but in time fumbled the ball. A little bit of a scary sight to see.
Coffee
from Coffee.
had a hard time picking that one up.
Still made the play in enough time. I actually don't think that Jeff saw that. I don't.
No, he did.
He saw him drop
the ball.
It. Okay.
And we go back to Upperman with 2 walks. And I said he was getting under 2.5 hits today. And it looks to be that way as of right now if they're just going to keep walking Upperman over and over again. If he gets 3 more at-bats, I mean, it's possible he'll go 3 for 3, but...
Kicho kicks, fires. Nice slide out of the way.
And almost gave him the chin music on pitch 1. That's not ideal.
And I've noticed there's a lot more lefties in this league than I thought going into
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Kicho, a lefty, out on that mound.
Wow.
Ball-driven foul.
Upperman got a good piece of that one. Just was a little late on the swing.
I think that I know Bagby, the other Vikings pitcher, is a left-hander.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Anthony Mangano. I think he's a righty.
I think Mangano's a righty.
Count is 1-1. Taken for a strike.
That's a hard one to take.
It had nice movement on it.
I could pretty much tell as soon as it was leaving the hand it was going to break, though.
Well, Upperman might have thought differently. However, he's not out just yet as it's a 1-2 count. But he is out there off of a swing and a miss. And that will be a strikeout for Kicho. So maybe Kicho finding his legs and finding his rhythm here at Oil City.
Yeah, first inning, he's 10 pitches in right now. If he can put out Thomas quickly, it's going to be a pretty efficient inning for him.
Especially facing the level of guys that he's having to face.
Yeah, Upperman's not an easy hitter to put down. Neither is Kamari Thomas, but as of today, he's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts out and left.
Takes it for a strike 1.
Looks like Thomas is just kind of having trouble finding his pitch. He seems to be late on most of them. He keeps putting them in the opposite field.
Moves out of the way for a ball 1.
If there's any Cubs fans watching, it's the bottom of the 6th against the Yankees. The Cubs are down 6-0.
After Cody Bellinger home run. And this ball is driven straight over towards Washington. Washington throw to first is in time to retire the side and end the inning. So after 5, score remains 2-0. Still a very manageable game. Come back for some more bats on the Region Sports Network.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Welcome back here as Unwritten is playing. And last time it was playing, Seth Berquist and I were talking about how great of a song it was. Defensive adjustments out here in Oil City Stadium. We'll get them to you in just a split second. But it's been a 2-0 ball game after not that terrible of a day by either one of the teams. Still a 2-2 hit ball game. And it looks like Seth Berquist taking the over on the hits line was pretty negative. Upperman running out to center field. The first pitch is swung on and missed for Norwine.
Yeah, so a bit of defensive changes here. Mike Fedor has taken over for Andrew Lim in right field, and Drew Holmes now at second base. Other than that, looks like things have somewhat stayed the same. Hobbs Dunn took over at first base in the last inning.
Count is 1-1. Swing and a miss there by Norwine.
And the Oilmen ready to rock and roll on August 1st for Elvis Night here at Oil City Stadium. Put on your blue suede shoes and get ready to twist and shout as we pay tribute to the king of rock and roll.
And this one driven straight over to the second baseman, Holmes, who can't make the grab.
That's an error.
And that will go
E4.
in the books as an error, as it's still a manageable catch. And those are always like, not necessarily that, but those gap players, when a ball is drilled straight towards them, and even if they just pop up their glove and it goes out of their glove, you don't always give them the error. It's one of those is, would they usually make that play? And I believe that Holmes would. However, doesn't right there. The first pitch against Conniff back at the top of the lineup is outside for a ball one.
Yeah, Conniff 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout and a bunt out.
Makes contact with this one, but it will foul.
He was the second of the Brumfield master plays.
I didn't even know that was an out. I just thought that was a bad hit. But Brumfield being very successful as the pitch by Chapeau is fouled off. I hope that you and I, we put trash bags over the cameras. I hope that they stay on. Runner goes to take off. However, this ball might roll foul. No, it stays fair. The rocket to first is in time. Great throw there by Brumfield, and that is now 4 outs recorded by him inside this game.
Yeah, Brumfield, an absolute masterclass both offensively and defensively. He's got the home run when he's swinging up there in the batter's box, but sitting back in the catcher's box, he's been real comfortable today, knowing exactly when to throw down to first and popping up at the perfect time.
Norwine does advance on the out. And I thought that he was safe. Before the ball was thrown, he was clearly out. But before that ball was thrown, I think any regular person, nice stop there by Brumfield. But I think anyone, like when that ball was rolling there, did you think that Conniff was going to be safe, or did you think Brumfield was going to make that throw?
I thought Brumfield was just going to sit there and stare at the ball, honestly. Like, I thought he was just going to hope it kind of rolled foul.
Get out on the ground to start blowing at it?
Yeah, basically. But I knew that ball was staying fair, and Brumfield made the right decision there.
This ball is lifted. It's plugged into a gap. Unless a catch can be made, it cannot. Norwine is rounding third. He's going to go home. The throw to second will be not in time as the slide there to prevent the tag is made.
He's getting the double for that one.
And now Coffey is able to reach first on a double, and the score moves from a 2-0 to a 2-1. So not over yet, as it's only a one-run game. And a little bit of I'm not going to call it a mound meeting, just a
quick chat.
A wavelength
quick chat.
discussion. Baranowski now up to bat.
Dark clouds kind of coming over Whiting here. This is the point in the day where we start to talk about weather, because it's pretty dangerous out here.
That first pitch will be taken for a strike. I mean, even if the clouds come over and rain starts pouring, it is the top of the sixth, and in this league, you only have to play 5, I believe. And that will be a swing and a miss there to move the count to 0-2. Even if the game gets ended early in 5, I'd still be pretty upset, as this game, as of right now, is fairly interesting.
This is a good game. You know, it's not often you see a Northern League game have like such a low score, you know. And being able to see the pitchers come out here and do what they do best has been very, very fun to watch. And as fun as it is for the Oilmen to just keep winning over and over and over and over and over again, the run rules are getting boring.
Yes.
They're getting so boring.
Especially when a run rule comes into effect in the second or the third.
The Oilmen played 3 games last week, and all 3 of them had a final score of 12-2.
Yeah,
I was getting tired of it.
Well, I mean, me personally, as a all-around sports fan, I will say most of the time. I think the only time I like seeing a team dominate is in football. Like when I'm watching my Minnesota Vikings play, if they're up 50-0, I'm still watching that game.
Yeah.
But any other sport, I could care less. Once I know that my team's winning, I know that my team's winning. And that will be a swing and a miss. Got him right there, and that is strikeout number, I've lost count, for Chapo. 7. So he might hit the line all himself.
I feel bad for doubting him.
I mean, I personally would not feel bad for doubting him just off the fact of people doubting him like that is maybe what made him come out here with such fire in his eyes, but we will see an actual mound meeting now.
Yeah, head coach Mike Caston out there. There's a conversation. I'm not entirely sure what it entails. I see a little bit of stretching going on over there at the bullpen. I'm not sure if there's somebody warming up, ready to come in. It looks like we're going to keep going here. I think Caston really just checking on Chapo right now. Hey, you're at 80 pitches. How much further can you go? He's never started for us before. We don't know his depth.
80 pitches is a great number, by the way. If you have 2 outs in the 6th.
In the top 6, yeah, this is great.
That's a great number. So maybe just checking on him here, letting him know, like, hey, make this last one count.
By the way, you're at 80 pitches. I don't know how deep you can go. Not sure how good you're feeling today.
81st pitch is low after that mound meeting. However, count's not terrible as it was the first pitch to move the count to a 1-0.
Thomas Corley is at the dish here. He flew out to right field his first time up and reached on an error by Nick Upperman his most recent time.
That error let him reach second. So, very bad error to commit. And Corley got a double in his last game, reached second on an error. And this one. So runner on second, Corley up to bat. Pitch is tipped back for a 2-1 count. Chapo knows what he's doing.
Absolutely.
And I look over there and I see that the Cubs are getting absolutely mollywopped by the Yankees.
This is real sad. This is real
sad. The Cubs, the last
You can't even blame the defense for this one. Like, pitching was fantastic. We had Flexen starting on the mound for the Cubs, and he came into this game with a .8 ERA.
I mean, this Cubs team, if you look at it, the last time that they had this good of a record at this point in the season was that 2016 season.
Yep.
So maybe a rerun as this ball is chopped over towards Church. The throw will be made, and that will be an out 2 and the side. So after 1 run gets put in to make this a contested ball game, the Vikings fizzle out. We'll see if the Oilmen can put on insurance runs when we come back on the Region Sports Network.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build.
Welcome back here at Oil City. Very interesting game, 2-1 right now, and we're in the bottom of the 6th. Seth, this has been very nice. Kecho taking them out once again.
Yeah, this is some defensive baseball that you really love to see. You know, the last Cubs game I went to was on the 3rd. And
It's always nice up there.
It was a 1-0 ball game after 10 innings. And it was very exciting to see it. I had full-blown anxiety by the 6th. Because I was terrified because nobody was getting any hits. The Cubs finished the game with like 4 hits on the day. But this is good. This is the baseball that you like to see if you're a baseball fan, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to see a lot of hits, but I personally like pitching battles more as this ball will be popped foul and out of play. I always like to see, you know, not even pitching battles necessarily, just defensive battles.
No, of course. I'm totally with you there. It gets real slow and real tiring if we're sitting here in like a 21-20 ball game.
Yeah.
That's like a 4-hour game. I don't want to sit through that.
And this ball driven straight over to the shortstop. Easy play should be able to be made, but the throw can't reach there in time. A great way to beat out the throw is Church, as Conniff could not. I don't know if he just couldn't corral the ball in enough time or what the whole situation was.
Well, there was a weird hop off the grass out there in the infield. So Conniff had a hard time making the grab on it, and then he had to reach down super duper low, almost fell forward, and just because of that had to take too long to get set for the throw.
This ball first hacked at Washington, able to make the play, and the flip to first will be in time. However, Church does advance to go towards second.
Yeah, that's Hockman now goes 1 for 3 on the day with that one. But now we bring up Luis Termero, the DH. Hit by a pitch his first time up, flew out to center most recently.
Termero sitting at DH. Pitch is fouled off. The count 2-0-1.
Termero tied for second in the league in hits.
Who has 600 slugging? Nate Planarski. Oh my goodness.
Upperman has 760. Dylan Rodriguez of the Vikings has 730.
This ball is driven, and it will find a gap. And rounding third will be Church to go to the plate. The throw is dropped, and that means that Termero gets to take off towards second on a bad throw. And now the score moves to 3-1 with a runner in scoring position, 1 out on the board.
Do you think there's an error in right or catcher, or what do you think?
I don't personally think so.
No error? Here, I'll just do that, and then I'll do that. I'll just say on the throw. So he'll get the single with an advancement on the throw. And this now brings us to Mike Fedor, who we haven't seen at the dish yet today. Mike Fedor playing out of the College of Lake County. That's Illinois Lake County, not Indiana Lake County.
Yeah, we've discussed this, because I was like, where is that at? Now I'm getting kind of jealous up here in the booth, Seth.
Why?
Everyone around us is getting food from their family.
We can't leave our post,
and
man.
We can't
leave our post.
Not until necessarily the 7th inning stretch.
Fedor trying to find some sort of rhythm here at bat. In the first half, has not been super successful. He's 4 for 25 in his first 11 games. The OPS is sitting at 490, which isn't too bad, but with all the stats surrounding it, kind of looking for some better numbers here. He has an extra base hit. He's got a double in there. He's got 4 RBI, 5 runs in 10 games. You know, that's not really bad.
But compared to the rest of this Oilmen team.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is you're comparing him against 25 other guys who were just absolute slugging monsters.
Jovi Savalio is a monster, looking at me and telling me that his burger tastes good.
Paul Goldschmidt singled on a line drive to left field to score Ben Rice. And now it is a 7-0 ball game. And no, look at that. They scored more runs.
So both games running up the score. However, Cubs losing way worse. Seth, you and I are both Cubs fans, so
It's now 8-0
upsetting.
in New York.
Is Yogi Savalio a Yankees fan?
He's a Sox fan.
Oh. And ball gets past Brenna there, and that means Tamara will take third with only one out. So now you can just fly this ball out. And Tamara's quick enough to get there.
I mean, honestly, take a sac fly here. Your OBP might take a bit of a hit. But
However, that RBI will speak for you.
Yeah, I mean, the average isn't going to get affected. I mean, your RBIs are already going pretty well. Take wins where you can. Just put it out in the outfield. It doesn't matter what the outcome is going to be, but he'll take the walk instead. That's fine, too.
And instead of runners being on first and second, now we got runners in the corners. One out on the board.
And none other than the man, the myth, the legend, home run hitter Nate Brumfield today. He's had 2 hits, or he's hit the ball twice. He had a fly out his first time up into right and put one well over the Oil City Stadium sign his last time up.
Well, you had a fly out both times. The one was a fly out for an out. Second one was a fly out of the freaking park. Takes his first one for it, strike one. That will be a swing and a miss there. Heavy hack at it.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming into this at bat now with a lot of confidence. You know, if he sees a pitch he's going to like, he's going to swing hard.
He says, I've hit it over that left field wall once. I can do it again. Kicho throws it. This one high. Good eye by Brumfield.
Who said hi, Seth, in the Facebook chat? Oh, it's Tony. Hi, Tony.
Runner goes to take off. The ball is bobbled. And Fedor will be safe on second. So now, stuff looking a little bit sticky for Kicho as 2 runners are in scoring position with Brumfield, the ex-home run hitter, up to bat.
Fedor's stolen base is brought to you by BP. For maximum speed and efficiency, look to BP and Whiting.
And that will be a strikeout there following the stolen base. So runner advances either way, and now coming up to bat is my man, myth legend, Hobbs Dunn.
Hobbs Dunn batting .400 on the year. Now that currently puts him at tied for third in the league in batting average, and he is just all sorts of powerful out of Cumberland University.
Has a half swing at his first one. Doesn't go all the way around, and that will be a ball one.
I think Brenna's getting a little bit of jitters behind the plate. You can see he's moving around a lot on these off-speed pitches, worried it's going to get by him. But I think because he's moving so much, he's actually causing the ball to move around more. I think he needs to settle down behind the plate, just let the pitches come in.
Like that one did right there. Fantastic pitch. Gets taken for strike one to move the count 2-1-1. The 1-1 is taken to move the count to 2-1.
So 14 hits for Hobbs Dunn on the year so far. 2 of them are doubles. He's gotten 6 free bases and only struck out 5 times.
I mean, that's a very, very good OBP to have. 2-1 is driven. This one over towards the left field wall. Is it playable? And the grab is made by Crass. And we've seen him make a couple of those, and that will end the side. 2 men left stranded. Kicho able to catch his breath after allowing 1 in. Check back in for some more baseball on the Region Sports Network.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years, We know how to get the job done.
Seventh inning of Oilman baseball is brought to you by our friends at Laborers Local 41, currently representing 1,200 members who work in the construction industry in the Northwest Indiana area. They are the fastest growing union of construction workers and one of the most diverse and influential unions representing public service employees. For more information, visit laborers41.com. There's a new pitcher on the mound here, James, in Nate Burdak. Nate Burdak, 10.1 innings pitched so far. This is the first appearance we've seen Nate Burdak where he's not starting. This is his fourth appearance here. 6 earned runs across 10.1 innings. That's an ERA of 5.2. Getting up 7 hits with 10 Ks.
If you want to go check out a beautiful field, speaking of the Laborers Local 41 inning, Hammond Vikings play at Laborers Local 41 field. Jovi Savalio, by the way, making terrible decisions up here, trying to hand me an empty box that doesn't have a burger in it, just to be rude. That's a terrible thing to do.
So Alex Krass coming back at the dish, 0 for 2.
First pitch that he throws is a nice one, but can't find the zone, so count moves to a 1-0. This second one is driven straight back towards the left field wall. The dive to catch is not made, and the ball will still stay fair. And that will be a double there. And it's going to stay in there as a double because if he would have made that play, I would have lost my mind.
It's Matt Washington. Jovi Zavalio's freaking out. It's just Matt Washington. Doing a quick check on Mike Fedor out there. It looks like he got hit pretty hard with that fly ball. There's a lot of defensive changes happening here, so I'm also trying to fill those out as they're coming in.
So Hobbs Dunn now takes right field.
Hobbs Dunn has moved to right.
Fedor goes to left.
Fedor's moved to left. Cole Hockman is on first base.
Ball hacked up foul. Hockman's at first.
Hockman's at first, which means
who's at third? Jinx, you owe me
that
a hot dog.
That is Ricky Robinson at third base.
So a lot of substitutions.
It looks like everything else is still the same.
Runner
nope,
inside.
I take that back. Nick Upperman's not at center.
Runner inside scoring position. Count is 0-2.
That's a 16. So Kamari Thomas now in center field.
Surprising to see Nick Upperman taken out of the game, and it looks like that line won't hit.
My under was correct.
So was mine. And this ball is hit fair.
Nate
Brumfield's throw to first. Got him there, and that records the first out. Runner does advance to go towards third. So one out runner in prime scoring position.
Yeah, Kraft's out there on third. Doesn't really have to worry about much. All it takes is a ball hit into the outfield, and it'll score him.
The line for Upperman hits was 2.5. Jovi Savalio and Robbie Cassiano both took the over on it. I was going to say the upper. Took the over on it. So it looks like their fake prop line won't hit.
Infield playing in here for a bit of a squeeze. They're going to try and get a play at the plate if they can. Hefty lead taken over by Krass at third.
Brenna up to bat now.
Brenna's 0 for 2 on the day.
Now, is he the ex-Oilman?
He did catch like 3 games for the Oilmen, yeah.
Grounds this one over towards the third baseman. Robinson's throw to home. Got him!
Good play by Robinson. Good decision to throw home, even when he had to make a bit of a trip to get there.
And the fielder's choice there gets him out at home. Great throw by Robinson. And I want to say he had that split second of first or home, but I think he already had it in his mind, I'm throwing home.
Well, when you're charging the ball and you already have a shorter throw home, you want to make that throw, right? All right. We got a substitution here.
So now up to bat is number 33.
He's not even
Where's
in here.
Behringer?
There's not even a 33 in the Hammond
lineup. He's not
lineup.
on the subs list. Seth, why don't you figure that out for us as...
I guess I'll do my best. It should be Drake Faringer. Which, is it 1-0? 2-0?
Now it's a 2-1.
Okay, it is 2-1. All right, this should be Drake Faringer, I think.
It looks like him out there.
Which
producer Robbie was telling us it looked like him.
Which he's not in the lineup, so technically this is illegal, but we'll let it fly.
Let it fly. Just like that ball that was driven over the left field wall.
From Nate Brumfield, who's on track to be the Midwest Orthopedics player of the game.
I've seen 3 home runs hit over that wall this year, and that will be a 5-pitch walk for Faringer in his first at-bat, or plate appearance, I should say, as it doesn't go down in as an AB. And now coming up is Norwine.
Norwine 0 for 2. Double play. That little pop-up at home for the double play. Unfortunate for him. That was his first time up. His second time up reached on an error at second.
Swings and misses. Or no, he fouled it off. Foul tipped it.
He, if he would have stepped straight forward into that pitch, he probably would have been able to make contact, but his step was to the left. He stepped outside of the box.
That's a beautifully painted strike at the bottom of the zone.
We are 2 strikeouts away from getting over this strikeout line.
Simply, or it's not on the same pitcher, as Burdak is now on the mound. However, getting that line this early is great. This ball popped up into the air. Chasing after it is Robinson, and he gets waved off, and the grab is made by the pitcher, Burdak.
Good call by Burdak to make that catch there, but risky business.
And it ends the inning. So, no run score for the Vikings. It's still anyone's game after the top of the 7th is over. Check back in for some more baseball on the Region Sports Network.
Wait! Let me help! Lando Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make a smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
6.5 in the books here at Oil City Stadium, and you can see on the camera that the sun is very depleting out of the sky.
It's pretty much gone at this point. We're working with pink skies.
And you can see that flame in the background, and Anthony Mangano does take the mound.
Anthony Mangano's had a pretty impressive outing against this Oilman already this year, so I'm curious to see if he's able to really shut the Oilman down here and potentially start his team's comeback. They only need 2 here, but 9 innings pitched so far on the year, giving up 7 earned runs for a whopping ERA of 5.4. He's given up 9 free bases and 5 Ks in those 9 innings on 13 hits. It's not somebody that throws a lot of innings at a time. He's had 6 appearances, 9 innings.
6 appearances, 9 innings. He usually plays that closer position.
Just 1 or 2 at a time.
Yeah, usually he pitches that closing position, but they're putting him in for potentially the 7th, 8th, and 9th
So we're going to see Derek Holmes here for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen, if I can. There he is.
Derek Holmes, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's been doing fairly well.
You know,
this
he's newer. So
exactly.
this is maybe like his 4th game played, maybe his 3rd. He's out of Mercyhurst University. He's a Flossmoor, Illinois native. But yeah, his numbers have been pretty successful, I would say, so far. Currently 3 for 11 across his first 4 games.
Just to start off, and you're batting .273. That's not terrible.
You know, in 4 games when you have 3 RBI, I think you just take it.
Exactly. So 1-0 count. This ball hacked up and out of play, so 1-1. And it does look like our bags on the cameras are holding up strong.
Which is good. Because we're starting to get some drizzle out here.
This ball hacked up and out of play.
Just a little bit of dampness out here. Just a bit.
Well, according to our producer, Robbie, there's no rain anywhere near us.
All right.
And that will be a swing and a miss there to retire him. So, nice start for Anthony Mangato. First strikeout of the game on the first batter that he faces.
Yeah, now we have a 1-hole hitter that isn't Nick Upperman, which I think this has only happened maybe once before. But we're getting Ricky Robinson.
Ricky Robinson playing third base now.
Robinson batting .167. That's 3 for 18 so far on the year.
This ball popped up in the air. It could go out of play, and it will.
Overheads. Ricky Robinson out of Kaskaskia College.
I remember you talking about that.
I had to double check with him like 4 or 5 times when we first met.
Kaskaskia.
Kaskaskia.
I mean, ours is pretty easy to remember. Indiana State University.
Yeah, it's right. It's a
and
big
everybody's
one.
like, everyone's like, oh, Bloomington?
Nope.
No, that's Indiana
Indiana
University. Ball State is not better.
Ball State is not even close to better.
Robbie Castellano is wrong. He's never been to Indiana State University, so he wouldn't know. But count as a 1-2.
I don't know the last time Ball State ever saw a national championship in any sport. Indiana State has 2 every year. ISU has the consistent #1 track and field team of any university in the country. And swim and dive is really good, too. Just took home a national championship 2 years ago.
And that will be a second strikeout there. So 2 straight batters, 2 straight outs. Seth Berquist grabs his head as Mangato starting off hot.
It's not out of disappointment, just worry. Just worry.
Now, this is where things could change. Kamari Thomas, man that usually sits at that 2-hole. I believe that he's still there in the lineup.
Doesn't have a hit yet today. 2 flyouts and a ground out.
This could be the time as that ball. I mean, come on, you got to swing at that one. Yeah, you got to swing at that one. It was definitely hittable. So 1-0 count. It is swung on. It's driven over. Chasing after it is the third baseman who makes the grab. And that will end the inning. So Corley ends it after 2 straight back-to-back Mangano strikeouts. This game's getting hot, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1 is your score here at Oil City Stadium on the Region Sports Network, the only.
Are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Focus on baseball. Oh
Who? Welcome back here at Oil City Stadium. And a little bit of commotion going on. Seth, can you tell me what that was all about?
Ethan Gans is pitching and nobody's paying attention when I tell them. Nobody. There's things that have to happen here at Oil City Stadium when defensive changes happen. Our public address announcer, Jovi Savalio, needs to take note of it and announce it. I need to put it into our stat sheet.
Yeah.
And people always get distracted when I'm trying to yell things.
In Jovi's defense, he was giving me an apology for how he was treating me earlier in the podcast with handing me an empty box.
He did hand you an empty box.
Tried. I looked at it, I went to reach for it, and right before grabbing it, I looked at it, and I said, that's empty. And he just started laughing. So he didn't get me with it. He got Robbie with it, not me. So is that Derek Holmes on second?
What's up?
I believe that's Derek Holmes on second.
Yeah, he's been at second.
Okay. So new pitcher on the mound in Gans.
But yeah, let's talk about Ethan Gans. He's from Lewis University. Haven't seen him in a hot minute. He's pitched 4 innings for the Oilmen so far across 3 appearances. He's not one that goes very deep. 2 runs, both unearned. So 4 innings, no earned runs quite yet.
0-2 count on Conniff is a great way to start. I can't see the stats on this game as we
7 Ks in 4 innings.
See, that's nice.
That's a good one.
And starting off on an 0-2 count is exactly where you want it. I can't see how many Ks are in this game so far.
Across the entire game, we've seen 13.
And how many from the Oilmen?
7. It's 7-6.
That line squeezing somewhat tight. I'm hoping
we've only got 2 innings to go.
Gans.
We've only got 2 innings to go here. Oilman walks, there's only been 3 of them. We put the line at 7.5. That's rough.
And Seth Berquist took the under on it. I thought that you took the
No, I took the under on the Oilman. Because I said if we're going to have...
Joey took the over.
Because I also took the over on 20.5 total hits in the game. And I said if we're going to hit 11 or 12 hits, we're not going to take 8 walks. But neither of those things are happening because this is the most defensive Northern League game all season.
Paint right there moves it to 3-2. I'd say that another great defensive game was Griffith Generals versus Elkhart, where the final score was 4-1. This ball ripped foul, but
we're on track for a lesser score than that.
I mean, that would be very great. Especially if there was a little bit of a comeback that could be made. So count is full. And ball is hacked back again. So great job by Conniff trying to wear out Gans' arm early.
Cody Bellinger hit another 2-run shot. It's 10-0 Yankees.
Jovi Savallo keeps on trying to get on my bad side. I've noticed that up here. And that's a swing and a miss right there. And now we're only 1 strikeout away from you and me hitting.
We are currently at the under. 1 strikeout puts us at the over. Rob Cassiano took an under. Jovi Savalio took an under.
You and I both took over.
We both took over because we're smart people.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go there. You said that there was going to be over 21 hits.
I did say that, and I also, yeah.
And this ball will be a hit, driven down inside a gap. Kamari Thomas picks it up, and that will be a single.
That ball was in a hurry to get out into the outfield.
For Coffey. And I think that's Coffey's 2nd hit on the day.
I believe so. He now goes 3 for 4.
Wow.
He's having a good day.
Very impressive. And this is the first time that we've seen him out here. Lights going on in full effect. Pitch is delivered. Nice movement on that one. Absolutely disgusting. Finds the zone for strike 1. I tell you what, I'm sliding out of the way at that pitch because I'm thinking it's going to hit me. As he can't hit that one, and the count now moves to 0-2.
Ethan Gans only has 3 pitches. He's got a fastball, a changeup, and a curveball. So that curveball is just brutal.
And this ball will go fair.
Nope, that's foul.
Okay, I thought that when runners were advancing, I thought that was fair. At first it looked foul to me.
I watched the umpire call it foul, and I was actually stunned because I thought it skipped right over the base.
From up here, it looked like it went to the left side of the line before, like on that bounce to the base. However, 0-2 count. And he punches him out right there. So that's number 9 for the Oilmen.
We took the over, buddy. We got there.
And the guys that you can't hear both lost. And this gives way more entertainment up here inside this booth.
Yeah.
I remember back in high school, my fellow announcer and I, Gabriel Trevino, check back to first, not in time. Gabriel Trevino and I would make fake prop bets of how many times, because there was a cage for the foul, and we were saying, how many times will the ball hit that cage? Over, under 4.5. And we were told, yeah, you can do it. Then later our boss yelled at us. He's like, we had people listening, and they're like, why are your announcers making bets? And we were like, they're just fake. We're not betting actual money, and we, just a disclosure, we're not actually betting money up here. That ball straight up the middle, and the grab can't be made by Derek Holmes. That would have been a tough ball to get under still.
What do we call it?
I would not call it an error.
All right, it's
but
a hit.
I would say that should have been Church's ball.
It was on the right side of the
It was on the left
bag.
side.
Was it on the left side
It was
of
on
the
the
bag?
left side of the bag. It was on the left side of the bag. It should have been Church's ball, but Holmes was already sprinting there before Holmes started moving.
Yeah, I think
Church started moving.
I think Church just got a bad jump.
And
That's
this ball,
broken
it sounded
bat.
like the bat broke, but the throw to first won't be in time, and
It's also well offline.
that means one run does score and runners do advance.
That's an E5.
And yes, I would agree with that. As Robinson can't make the throw to Hockman in time. Now that means that the score is 3-2. This is getting very interesting at home, ladies and gentlemen. Runner on third, 2 outs on the board. I should say runners in the corners. And first pitch is taken for a strike.
This is Ethan Brinsfield.
Heavy load up there, taken for a strike. People shouting for one more. And the ball is hacked foul.
I don't see a Brinsfield hitting stat.
Maybe this could be his first game.
I could have swore he's played here before, though. It's weird.
And he delivers right there to get him out. So after one run goes in, the Vikings can't put any more scores up, leaving 2 stranded in the corners. We'll see you right back here on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce. as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an iron worker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Fans, on August 2nd, the Northwest Indiana Oilmen will have their last home game of the season, so we're putting together a night to thank our amazing fans. Fan Appreciation Night is our chance to say a massive thank you to the best fans in the Northern League. Don't miss your final opportunity to cheer on the region's team on August 2nd here at Oil City Stadium. James?
Score right now is 3-2. Mongato throws, and it will be low.
It's Drew Church. Strikeout, ground out, single in the infield.
And you brought up an interesting stat. None of the runs that the Vikings have put in have been earned. That pitch finds the zone beautifully.
Yeah, 0 ERA combined for Oilmen pitchers.
However, all 3 runs earned that the Oilmen put in. This count now moves to 2-1.
Yeah, so Kress had 2 ER and Eddie Kicho with 1.
And I think that might be, Anthony probably went back to the dugout and sat there about that. That ball lifted up. It's an absolute moon ball. It looks like he lost it, and he did. So that will be a single there for Church. Baranowski lost it.
Yeah, you know, when it gets above the lights, honestly, when you put one above the lights, like a moonshot like that, the fielders aren't going to find it. It's actually, I'm not going to tell Drew, nice job for putting it super high up in a shallow part of the field, but it works out, right? And he'll take his second hit of the day, bring up Cole Hockman.
In the daylight, that ball
that's grabbed
is
all day
most likely catch or caught.
Catched.
Catch.
Wow.
Please don't bring that up at the radio studio.
Oh, it's coming up, buddy.
And I'm usually a stickler on grammar. It's taken for a strike. I'm usually a stickler on grammar. Like I try to explain to people, you know how if you have multiple deer, it's still deer. If you have multiple types of deer, it becomes deers. Deers is right. Fishes is right when there's multiple types of fish. This ball roped, and it falls, and Church will be rounding second. He goes to third, and now runners potentially on the corners. No on the throw.
We're giving him the double.
Is able to go to second. I mean, yes, you're giving him the double. He reached there on the throw, not on the error.
That double brought to you by Midwest Orthopedics. To be your best, see the best.
And he saw that ball fairly well, plugged it straight into that gap. And now we have 2 runners inside scoring position for the Oilmen.
And who else could possibly be at bat than Luis Termero?
I was making a quick check. Going off of today's game, I would have said Brumfield, but I know how big of a Termero guy you are.
I'm a big Termero fan. I don't know what it is about this guy, but he's so consistently powerful.
And this ball will get past Brenna.
Good.
But still able to grab it.
Good choice not to go.
Yeah,
good choice.
Good control.
They thought about it.
Good self-control by Church to not try to take. And I think the dugout mic is there, and I think you and I both heard go, 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 go,
yeah,
go.
we heard go. It was a good choice to hold off. It didn't roll quite far enough.
Wise decision not to. 2-0. He's taken to move to 3-0.
Mangano's in his head. He's in his own head.
And you know that he is and pay attention, because that last pitch that he threw, after throwing it, he did a little hop after. I don't know if that's a usual thing he does or just something that he does when he feels a mistake.
He got the intentional walk.
He walks Termero.
IBB.
He walks Termero.
And now bases loaded, no outs. It's Mike Fedor without an at-bat today.
That's near Barry Bonds' treatment.
Fedor walked his first time up, so he's seeing the pitch as well.
And that's exactly what you need inside a bases juice scenario with 0 outs on the board. Either that or rope one over. And I believe he'd have to hit it oppo. And I have some peanut butter ice cream in the fridge when I go home, Seth. I can't wait for it.
Oh, man, that sounds fantastic.
Mangano kicks, fires, finds the zone.
You know, we didn't really talk about it, but Hockman took a ball at eye level. He took an off-speed at eye level into left center field.
I didn't notice that.
It was high.
And this ball is driven, and it will be a blooper. It falls fair. 1 run scores. Another runner gets held up at third. So 1 run does successfully go in to make this a 4-2 ball game. And that was a bloop right there. Wasn't called foul this time. And it scores 1 on bases loaded.
Bases still juiced, no outs. The scenario stays exactly the same, but now you have an insurance run.
And you got the guy that hit a home run. However, I think when Kicho put him down, he was saying, listen, you're not Nick Mangano, brother of Anthony Mangano.
That's true. You know, when he's got a strikeout and a flyout, he's not typically a guy with a ton of power. You know, his OPS isn't that strong. So I don't want to call it a fluke.
No, it's just right, perfect. Foul tips that one off, 0-2 count. It's like hitting a perfect in MLB The Show when it actually is a perfect and you don't foul it off. I don't know if you play MLB The Show, but
I do.
Have you ever had a perfect get fouled off? Got him on the punch out there, frozen looking, and that records the first out. Base is still juiced. Seth Berquist grabs his head. I don't know if it's in worry or disappointment. However, that's not the end of the world there.
No,
and it leaves it for Hobbs Dunn.
I'm a little bummed that got called a strike 3. I mean, it was the right call, right? It was a strike, but to watch a strike 3 go by like that in such a big situation that's really disappointing.
I think if you're not confident in your swing, like Draymond Green said, even though he's a basketball player, if I'm not confident, I'm not going to shoot it. If I'm not confident, I'm not going to try to hit the ball and ground out into a double or triple play. This ball by Hobbs Dunn pops straight up into the air. Chasing after it is Mangano, and he can't make the grab, falls foul.
That is what we call in the business an IE, invisible error. Nope, bit of a conversation here. Some conversation here between the teams. Anthony Mangano showing a bit of emotion. And there's going to be a mound visit here.
I mean, you can't chase after that if you're Anthony Mangano.
I mean, no, the pitcher should never be in foul territory, ever.
No,
stay there, dude.
You leave that to either Brenna or most likely Coffey.
I mean, Coffey was right there. Now Mike Caston.
And we can hear a little bit of stuff in
the story that I think I'm hearing from the dugout is that Mangano said something first. Not sure if that's true.
Most likely, yes, we have the mic, but we weren't paying attention. Most likely,
I heard some excitement in the dugout. I couldn't make out any specific words, but I saw Mangano get hot.
What I think happened was they probably said something that was a chirp towards him dropping the ball.
Probably.
He got embarrassed, said something back. Hopefully there were no cuss words on the stream.
It's possible there was an F-bomb in there. I'm not confident.
We didn't hear it, though.
I didn't.
You did?
No, I said I didn't.
But this ball driven, and it will find a gap. So Hobbs Dunn drives in 1, drives in 2, and he reaches second safely, and runner goes home, and bases are cleared. Hobbs Dunn standing double.
What's up, Hobbs Dunn? Have yourself a day, buddy.
And Hobbs Dunn, after a couple weeks ago being the runner-up player of the week, gets a standing double right there. I wonder if he's trying to force in runs, trying to get that player of the week.
I think we saw some more frustration from Anthony Mangano there. And now
the
head games have started now, and we're in a 7-2 ball game.
They're still discussing the...
Holmes 0 for 1 on the day. The 1 out with Dunn on second.
Ball outside.
And the Yankees just beat the Cubs 11-0. Jovi, sit your butt down.
Swing and a miss there. If this is another 12-2 game,
dude,
Robbie, and it took this long for it to kick off, I'd say that it's still a pretty successful
No,
game.
I think this is still a good game to watch.
And Hobbs Dunn will be able to take third as that got away from Brenna there.
Wild or passed?
I'd say pass ball.
You say passed? Let's call it passed.
But, yeah, there's a lot of frustration from Mangano as of right now, and Hobbs Dunn could complete the entirety of it. If a sac fly is hit, this one pop back towards us. Sac fly or base hit drives in Hobbs Dunn as long as it's not straight over to the third baseman.
True.
Because I said that before. I was like, no matter what, if it gets driven over there, he's scoring. Like if the ball hits the ground, he's scoring, and that's a looking K there. And now 2 outs are on the board, so you can't sac fly anymore. But I remember saying in a game, if they hit it anywhere, if it's a base hit, he's going home. And it got driven straight over to the third baseman. He just stood there, and the runner was safe at first. So it was a base hit, but no runs went in off of it. Now up to bat is Ricky Robinson.
Robinson 0 for 1 so far today. His first at-bat, he struck out. And taking the 1 hole here.
Pitch is taken for a ball.
I want to call it like the unofficial 9 hole and just shift everybody up a spot. Because just
Robinson,
he's not a leadoff guy, you know, and that's not a diss towards him at all.
But I wonder
that's just not his spot.
I wonder how he's able to take the 1 spot now.
Well, I mean,
usually it'd be Kamari now in the 1. But he still stays at the 2. Nice snag there by Brenna. I think Brenna came into this game trying to show the Oilmen what's up. You guys didn't give me an opportunity, and I mean, he's been doing fairly well behind the plate, as that one is a strike straight down the gut.
Yeah, Robinson didn't get a green light on that 3-0 there. You can tell by the way he was just standing in the box. He was ready for the pitch to come in.
This one is swung on and missed to move the count full. And never in my life would I believe that Mangano was having a tougher time on the mound than Quicho. Especially versus this Oilman team. Mangano, a very skilled pitcher.
He had a strong first inning.
Very skilled pitcher, just not potentially feeling it tonight. And he walks him there, and he's getting very agitated on the mound as runners now take the corners.
Yeah, you could see it. He's not having as much fun as he was there in the first inning. But Kamari Thomas had a bit of a slump so far today. He's hit 3 balls in the air, all for an out, and 1 on the ground over to second base for an out. So 0 for 4 on the day. Started in left field, is now taken over in center.
And the aggravation gets to him, and Hobbs Dunn will score, and Robinson does take off and go towards second on a wild pitch.
Yeah, that's a wild pitch, no doubt about that one. Now in an 8-2
That's really
ball
that frustration
game.
right there.
Well, Hobbs was playing a little bit of mind games over there at third, acting like he was going to jump. And I think that finally just...
This one foul and out of play. Good contact on the ball.
I was just thinking that those couple jumps over there at third base trying to distract Mangano was the last nail in the coffin there.
But the question is, do they have somebody that can fill in that gap? This pitch an easy ball. Move the count to 2-1. It is the bottom of the 8th, so even if it is a run rule, it's still a near perfect game. We almost won a full 9. It's now the count turns to 3-1.
Without a drop of rain.
Did we get a drop of rain?
None.
Not a drop of rain. And this ball is popped straight up into the air over the lights. Will they lose it this time? Chasing after it to make the grab is Brinsfield. And he turns over the side. So One more opportunity for this Vikings team. They need to put 6 in consecutively before 3 outs when we come back on the Region Sports Network.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Reminder that Swifty Night and Bark in the Park are simultaneously taking place July 19th. Bring your dog to Oil City Stadium and pick up a free dog bandana while you shake it off with Taylor's Greatest Hits. First pitch set for 6:35 p.m. And we have a brand new pitcher on the mound for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. 9 innings pitched so far. It's Amon Khan. 3 pitches that he uses: sinker, slider, changeup. You know you're facing a dangerous hitter when instead of a fastball, this man's throwing a sinker. The D1 out of St. Louis University.
You're telling me he throws no fastballs?
There are 0 fastballs. His fastball is a sinker. 9 innings pitched, 1 earned run, ERA flat 1.
I'm getting head nods up here that he throws no fastballs. That is absolutely wild.
And you're saying he throws heat, right? That's a sinker.
That's what I was looking. I could have sworn that was
his
a fastball.
heater that you're seeing and you're shocked by has movement.
I want to have
it
an at-bat
drops.
against him. I want an at-bat against him. It's going to be a 3-pitch at-bat. He's going to strike me out, but I still want to see what those pitches look like.
And he's going against his former teammates to kick things off here in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, Brant probably caught a few pitches from him.
Did he, though?
Whether
He
in
might
the
have.
in the bullpen in the game.
That's possible. No matter what, I'm sure he knows what the pitches are.
Just because you know what the pitches are when you're sitting catching them does not mean that you know what the pitches are when you're looking at them come at you and you got to try to hit it.
Luckily for the Oilmen here, we're at the 7-8-9 here in the top of the 9th.
1-0 moves to a 1-1 off of a heavy hack, and he missed it.
Oh, man.
There's a lot of as that falls in for a strike. There's a lot of love. I'm going to use that word. A lot of love for Amon Khan up here inside the booth. Gust of wind comes straight in from the window at us. And he's got him on the chaser right there. However, it's a drop third strike, throw to first, and he stayed on the bag while making the grab to record the first out. And that was a sword, by the way.
That's a sword.
That's a sword,
That's
by the way,
a
ladies
sword.
and gentlemen. Clip that. Take a picture of it. Put it on your refrigerator. That's a sword right there.
He only came about 3/4 of the way around. We now get Drake Faringer. His first time up, he walked.
And the Oilmen just trying to shut them down. Swing and a miss there. Oh, my goodness, that was nasty.
That out, by the way, on Damon Brenna put Khan's ERA below 1.
Try to get him on a chaser right there. Cannot succeed, and the count now moves to 1-1.
I think he just misplaced another heater there. Because you could hear the grunt from the pitch.
That one can't find the zone once more. Count now moves to 2-1.
There's a reason this guy goes to St. Louis.
I mean, a lot of D1 guys, D1 prospects.
Chicago, Illinois native, stands at 6'6".
The 2-1. Swung on, and whipped.
Keep that sinker. That's like,
I keep on going until someone hits it. You don't have any contact yet. You can afford it. It's a 2-8 ball game. You can afford it. The 2-2 swung on, miss, and that's back to back. A gust of wind came in and blew over the entire can I had full of seeds. So that's going to be a little bit of something to clean up. So 2 outs on the board, back-to-back strikeouts for Khan. That was his first one, but can't find the zone. 1-0 count.
This brings up Armani Camus.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Camus until now. He's a fairly decent player for this Vikings team, as he, I believe, makes contact with the first pitch that we've seen.
Finally.
So after 2 outs on the board, 2 strikeouts, we finally see contact made in the top of the 9th.
Camus batting .238 on the year.
The 1-1. Looking, grabbing the ball, getting the grip, finding his pitch. Set, throws, sword, went around.
Good appeal. Good appeal.
Is that 2 swords that we've seen?
2.
One, 2. Swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts. A fantastic inning by Khan. Shuts down the Vikings' final score here at Oil City Stadium is 8-2 after a surge in the 8th. Absolutely incredible, Seth.
Fantastic outing from Aman Khan. You know, he finally got that 10th inning of play in for the season and absolutely shut him down 1-2-3, and couldn't be happier for this Oilman team. They've won plenty of games in a row.
And, I mean, there's much more to talk about inside this game, and we'll get into it inside the postgame show. Final score of this game is 8-2 as of right now. You're watching this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is to mend. And it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Back here at Oil City Stadium for the Oilman postgame show. I'm James Chalice. Alongside me is Seth Berquist. Very nice game. Now, close game. Pitching duel. Not even necessarily a pitching duel, just a fielding duel all the way until the 8th, where the Oilmen took it away with 5 runs. The score before the 8th, well, I should say at the bottom of the 8th, right when it started, was 3-2.
Yeah, you know, what's like, we can talk about, like, yes, defensively this was a duel in generalities, right? Hammond Vikings had no errors on the field, and up until the 8th inning, only giving up 3 runs. All of them, yes, were earned, but, I mean, the pitching was still stellar from both Crass and Keecho. But defensively, out in the field, I'm not super thrilled with what the Oilmen did today. You know, you had 3 errors out there. And probably a couple mental mistakes that could have led to less hits. You know, 6 hits for 2 runs. Yeah, you're probably happy with that stat going home. but thinking further into the season, there were things that happened there that probably shouldn't happen when we go further. Now, because of that, I have to give all of the credit to Oilman pitching staff today. But, I mean, there's not much else to say. Oilman bats just got hot when it counted. You know, we were already up.
Hobbs done.
We were already up 3-2. Hobbs done clears the bases. We get a couple other runs there in that inning. We ended up scoring 5 in the 8th. And even without that inning, you know, the Oilmen still win the game. But my gosh, was that really the last kind of nail in the coffin? And that started a little bit of extracurriculars, I'll say, between the two teams.
Well, I will say this team had a big benefit just solely off of the fact of making Anthony Mangado not necessarily aggravated, but making him throw off his groove, making him have his mind slipped. And because of that, I feel like when he dropped that ball in foul territory, it was all over.
It was all over because there was the conversation near the Oilman dugout. Mangano clearly got hot. You could see it.
Yes, visibly.
And just 1 or 2 pitches later, Hobbs Dunn puts an absolute bullet into right center field and clears the bases.
And then it's a standing double, which was, by the way, a very risky move.
He probably should have slid.
He should have slid.
Should have slid.
Standing double is way more impressive to have on your scoreboard.
Much more impressive.
Without Hobbs Dunn, this game is way closer, and instead it would be a 5-2 ball game. Instead it's an 8-2 ball game. So Oilman did start to run away with it. We did still go a full 8.5. So we played
full game. We had a complete game.
I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. Hobbs Dunn, absolutely amazing. Seth, who's your pitcher of the game? Or player of the game, I should say.
You know what? Midwest Orthopedics player of the game. The only way to stay this athletic is with Midwest Orthopedics. To be your best, see the best. It's going to the starting pitcher, Noah Shapo. 6 innings pitched, only giving up 3 hits and no earned runs with 7 strikeouts, which I was not ready for. I was ready for Shapo to pitch for contact pretty much all game long, and he absolutely capitalized and put punch-out after punch-out after punch-out, and I could not be happier for the kid. Congrats on your first win.
Finding his rhythm right there when he needed it, and, I mean, he had a fairly good game, and there's not much more to say about that. That was just great pitching, and I would say it was at least for me, it's a tough matchup right there to have between him and Brumfield, because Brumfield was responsible for the entirety of the 3rd inning outs.
Plus a home run.
And a home run in the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, Nate Brumfield, you're right there, buddy, and you're probably, because of this game alone, you're going to be in talks for potential player of the week in the Northern League. We'll see about that. I know Shapo's going to be in a big conversation for pitcher of the week. Unfortunate that we can't have guys like Matt Rutke from yesterday who pitched 4 incredible innings for the Oilmen, but the game just didn't count. None of the stats get to count towards these players. But yes, both offensively and defensively, I think there's a lot of guys on the Oilmen that absolutely capitalized, and very impressive outing altogether. I'm really proud of this team today.
There's not much more to say about this game. Final score here in Whiting, Indiana is 8-2. Once again, I'm James Chalice. Alongside me is Seth Berquist from our wonderful team, including Robbie Castellanos and Jovi Savalio. I hope you all have a good night, and may God bless you.